What is going on, YouTube? We are back with part 2 of our Lords of the Fallen boss guide. We've taken on the Commander today.
Watch out.
It's another
There's some
another
freaks on
dude
your side of the
compensating with the giant shield. He's not too tough, but there's a couple of kind of random elements that if you don't know the moves of the boss, could easily catch you off guard. So it'll start here in a second. Once again, really enjoying the game so far. Sort of, I don't know. It's like Dark Souls and Darksiders, and like maybe The Witcher 2 sort of combined together. But this is the Commander. He's got a sweet like 10 pack on his chest. Straight away, this shield bash straight into the ground. It's got it's a relatively small AoE around it, so you don't want to get too close to him when he does it. But once he's hit the ground, you can go and get free hits like you see me there. That's probably about as close as you can stand. But yeah, every time he does that, you can get free hits. This move, you can also attack him, which you'll see me doing later in the fight. I'm not sure if there's any threat. If he poses any threat to you when he does that, like if you stand in front of the sword, I think you might take damage. But you can get in on him there and get a couple of hits, and then he'll summon one guy, and later in the fight, it's a couple of guys. And these are just regular enemies that you've fought in the area already, so you should be able to handle them with relative ease. They're not too bad. Once you destroy them, all of the shields around him fire out like that, and you'll take damage. You get hit by one. So make sure you're not fighting the enemies too close to him, otherwise that's the main risk of you copying one of those, is if you're right next to him. The sword attacks have no range limit as far as I can tell, so you want to like dodge to the side basically. Back in a way is not going to help you. And I did miss an attack that I wanted to explain there, which seems like the easiest way for you to die. But the best way I think to avoid it is to just sort of stay relatively close to him. What I was talking about is like the magic falling from the sky after he did the shield bash. If you stay in and try and hit him, you won't get hit by it. Basically, you're only going to get hit by it if you're far away from him, just like in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the fight. Once again, it's not too complicated. It's relatively similar to the first boss. Just, he's got a couple of different attacks, like some stuff. Oh, I can't talk. I'm so bad at talking on videos. Jesus. He has less obvious attacks, like they're not just sword swings. So yeah, right here when he does the shield bash and everything falls from the sky, if you go in and try and hit him, you should be fine. You shouldn't get hit by any of it. I did only fight this guy once, to be fair, but yeah. That lunge attack he only seems to do after you get knocked down. So if you get right up on his grill, he'll do like a bitch slap with his shield and knock you straight back. That doesn't do any damage, but it takes away all your stamina. And when he gets back up, he'll go for that lunge like instantly. It's really, really quick, so try and dodge to the side, try and like predict it. As you can see there, I don't think you can take damage when he's doing that, so just get in on top of him and get a couple of free hits in. And just be ready for the enemies. He'll throw 2 at you from the halfway mark onwards, so take out the orc guy first. I think's easier. He's more dangerous. The other guy's very slow, and you can dodge him pretty easy. But I think I get a backstab on this guy. There is backstabs in this game, which I haven't talked about at all because I've just been doing bosses. But my god, the backstabs are so satisfying. If you're doing a strength, like a strength build with like great swords and shit, the backstab animations are awesome. It's so satisfying. It's so slow, and like everything. It's just got such a weight to it. It's really, really good. He only has like a basic combo with 2-hit combo with his sword that I saw, so nothing too much to worry about as long as you're sort of keep that mid-range where you see me standing. When he sticks the sword in the ground, I didn't explain this, he shoots out shields like that directly in front of him. So it has the same effect as the shield bash, so you don't want to run straight towards him. You want to sort of circle around when the sword goes in. That way you won't get stunned, and then you can get like more free hits in basically. So there's the bitch slap, and there's the lunge straight after it. So just try and see that coming if you're having trouble with this fight for whatever reason. And yeah, that's basically all of your attack windows that you need. The boss fights, just going by the first two, feel like they're going to be a lot longer than what we're used to in the Souls game. Like, both these fights were like around 5 minutes long, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you get one where we're going to have a lot of cheap deaths, I can see it potentially getting annoying, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. And another backstab. People getting wrecked. But the other tactic when you're fighting the other enemies is just stand in front of where the guy put his actual shield down, and you shouldn't get hit, because they shoot off in all the other directions except directly in front. But yeah, I hope all of this was helpful. That's pretty much the fight. I'm going to stop talking because I'm kind of repeating myself now. But yeah, I'll be back with third boss, whatever it is. Not tomorrow, but the day after, because I got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. But yeah, hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.